What's up, everyone on the internet? Thank you for making this video part. I'm so excited to help this one for you guys, because for this video we're going to be taking a look at an anime that put me through the ringer and literally gave me heartburn while I was watching it, and that would be The Rising of the Shield Hero. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've never watched an anime that had me seething and foaming at the mouth for one particular character. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, The Rising of the Shield Hero first debuted back in late 2018, and the series starts off by introducing us to our main character, Naofumi, who's basically your typical college student, and during a trip to the library he finds a book that talks about 4 legendary heroes in a magical world: a sword hero, a spear hero, a bow hero, and a shield hero. However, as he's reading the book, he somehow gets sucked in, almost kind of like in the new Jumanji movies, and wakes up in this fantasy world with 3 other guys that also got sucked in. As it turns out, the priests in this world used some of their magic to summon the 4 legendary heroes, and while the 3 random guys got the spear, sword, and bow, Naofumi gets stuck with the shield and is then called the shield hero, which is pretty cool at first. But as Naofumi spends more time adjusting this new world, the more he notices that a lot of people, including the king, tend to look down on him and treat him like crap compared to the other guys, who are basically jerks but are welcomed with open arms. So while things start off on the wrong foot, each of these heroes are assigned a small party of adventurers so that they can go on quests in order to get stronger, so that these heroes can protect the kingdom from oncoming waves of monsters. And poor Naofumi gets the bad end of the stick when nobody decides to join him. Fun fact, because he's a shield hero, the only thing that he can use in battle is his shield, so basically he's got no way to fight back against these monsters. That is until an adventurer named Mind decides to join up with him, which is good because Naofumi needs somebody to be his sword in battle. And while things are going off pretty well, Mind does something very bad to our boy Naofumi and pretty much stabs him in the back, while also turning the 3 heroes and the entire kingdom against him, forcing Naofumi to go off on his own and start his adventure at rock bottom. Not gonna lie, from this point forward, Mind is going to be a literally pain in the butt throughout the entire season, and this is only episode 1. Anyway, while Naofumi's at his lowest point, he ends up in a slave market in order to find someone that will fight for him when the next wave of monster hits. And as he's looking around through all the cages, he finds a little girl inside one of them and decides that she will be his sword in battle. And so throughout this first season, we see Naofumi and this little girl called Raphtalia go on several adventures as we see Naofumi rise to be a hero to a world that hates him. The only reason why he's doing this, however, is that if he's able to defeat all the waves of monsters, then he gets a ticket back home. And that means he's gonna have to fight a lot of monsters in order to go home, which is cool because this first season delivers on the action and adventure aspect of the story. The only downside is that Mind does everything in her power to make Naofumi's life even more difficult. No joke, when I first watched this series, every time Mind was on screen, she would literally give me a headache, or even in worst cases, I would literally get heartburn just by looking at her. At one point, I was clenching my chest and foaming at the mouth as I was watching Mind do this horrible thing on screen, and I was like, my chest hurts, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Honestly, the words that I would use to describe her, I can't say them because I don't want this video to get taken down. But I gotta give props to the writers and actress that played her, because man, did I really hate this character. Even while I was watching this with my brother and sister, my brother was like, if this crap doesn't get resolved anytime soon, he was gonna walk out on the series. And my sister was like, man, this girl needs a good slap. And while this first season has 25 episodes, episode 21 is where things finally get resolved, and Naofumi gets the justice that he deserves. And I won't give away any spoilers, but I will say that episode 21 is the best episode so far. Now with that being said, I overall love this series. Not only does it deliver on the action, but it also delivers on the drama as well, as we see Naofumi deal with all the hate towards him, and we also get to see Raphtalia and other characters stand beside him in his lowest moments. So if you're into fantasy, adventure, and drama, I highly recommend you check out The Rising of the Shield Hero. Episode 1 is free to watch on YouTube, both in English and in Japanese. And just to remind you, episode 21 is where we get justice for Naofumi. Well, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. That was my overall review for The Rising of the Shield Hero. If you like what you saw, click on the subscribe button so you can get always updates from this channel. I'll see y'all next time with a brand new video. Bye-bye.